Hey everybody, how you doing today? Mark here, and today we are back out on the John Muir section. Pay attention to your sign, okay, right there. Hikers go one way, bikers go the other. So yeah, I'm out at the John Muir section today, and we are going to do the orange blazed loop. So you can see all the colors right there. We are going to follow the oranges. And as that green sign said back there, we will go to our right. The reason why they have the directional signs is because there are areas where the trail gets a little tight, kind of narrow. The brush gets maybe a little thick around the side of the trail. It's not kind of open like this. And hikers will want to see the bicyclists approaching them. You don't want a bike flying up behind you and you not see it. So going opposite directions allows you to see a bike coming towards you so you can get out of the way. Having said that, you'll notice I do not have Missy with me. And the whole reason for that is because, as I said, once we start getting up into the hills of these trails, it gets a little tight. And I did not want to have bicyclists coming towards us and then having to get her out of the way as well, trying to just stand off to the side of a trail and then trying to pull her off of it as well just so a bike can go by. So, like I said, no Missy today. Now this John Muir section, or system I should say, it's different. I think it's on every single loop that I've looked at so far, and that the mileage on the description on the web page, on the DNR web page, states one thing, but it gives you a link to a PDF file of a map, and the map seems to always be different. Either way, I really do not know what the mileage is for this trail. The difficulty of the trail within the state system here, I believe this one is listed as a hard / more difficult. So I think it's supposed to be once we hit a certain area, because right now we're on like two of the easiest trails in this John Muir trail system. And this is much harder. This one trail, this orange loop, is considered much harder than the white and brown loop. So I think once we get off of the white and brown and the orange will go off on its own little route, I think we're going to start getting into some pretty steep and big hills, I think. But man, I tell you, I picked a great day to do this. Sun is out. I almost saw no clouds in the skies, maybe a couple here and there. We had been getting like a blanket cover of cloud high up in the atmosphere from forest fires or some sort of wildfire that's going on in Canada. And that lasted for about a week. And it seems like now either the winds have changed direction or something has changed. Maybe they put the fires out, I don't know. but the clouds are gone. We have blue sky up above. Feels really nice. I think I'm in the low 70s for temperature right now. And yeah, it's just a wonderful day for a hike. I quickly talked to a park ranger. He was doing a little cleaning and upkeep on the pit toilets here. And he goes, well, I hope you brought bug spray. It's like, well, no, I didn't. He goes, well, I got some in the truck if you want some. It's like, well, I don't really stop that much when I'm hiking. I pretty much just keep plowing through. And he's like, oh, okay, well then maybe you won't need it. But yeah, I didn't bring any bug spray today, and maybe I should have. As you can tell, I don't even have a pack on, see? Look at that. No pack, which means I've got no water, no food, but it's a loop. It's 5 miles. I can dehydrate for that long. And then when I go to leave, I'll just run into a restaurant somewhere, grab some lunch, grab something to drink, and rejuvenize myself and just sit and relax. Oh man, I know it's been a long time since we've been here. I've been dying to get out here. But winter was kind of weird. Our spring has been very wet. So I know that this trail system can get kind of muddy. So I wanted to wait until we had at least a few days of no rain to make sure it was fairly dry. And hence the case of coming out today. We did have a little bit of rain, it was about 3 nights ago, and the path seems nice and dry. It's going to be a good day. So one of the first things I want to apologize for, you might find a spot on the lens. It might seem a little hazy, and that's because I've been working with the camera, with my helmet and stuff like that, trying to get good audio on the bike. And I ended up laying the camera down on my coffee table and went and I picked it up and I put some minute scratches in it. So right now you're probably seeing a little bit of haze from one certain direction. Once I get home, I didn't even realize I did it until I got out of the truck and I was setting up and getting ready to hit the trail. So when I get home, I'm going to take a little polishing compound and see if I can buff out those scratches. Luckily, these are just cheap lens covers, but I thought that they would be a little more durable than what they are. So if you guys have been paying attention to my motorcycling videos, you know that I've been fighting wind noise and stuff like that. And I think I got it figured out now. And made some purchases. And those items have actually come in. So I've got a couple of things to either put on the bike. That was an interesting sounding bird. I have no idea what it was. I never saw it, but that sounded cool. So anyway, I either have something to put on the bike, I'm not going to tell you what yet, or I got something to put on my helmet. And again, I'm not going to tell you what it is. Now, if you guys remember, I know it's been a while since I've been on these trails, but you get these big wide cuts and you see a sign over there that says do not enter. In fact, there's one right here next to me. These are for emergency vehicles to help out bicyclists and hikers that may have injured themselves. So stay off of those paths. Don't worry about them. Just stay on your trail. All right, looks like we're coming up into our split here. So as you can see by the sign there, brown and white go one way, orange goes to our right. So we will stay on the orange path. I took a spider web to the nose. Now my nose feels kind of itchy, like something's right there. I'm hearing a lot of squirrel activity today. I hear them rustling around on the ground, and I went through an area back on the trail, and there were a couple of dead hollow tree trunks, and I could actually hear the squirrel scurrying inside the tree trunk, and it had that hollowy sound to it. It sounded pretty cool, really. Yep, a little bit of hillage here, as I was expecting. Whew. I'm actually clearing out a lot more cobwebs than I wanted to. I may have to stop every so often and make sure my camera and lenses are clear of cobwebs. Oh, look at that. That's a nice big tree. Nice. I think I pretty much climbed to the top of this hill. It's like literally right over there. Don't know if you guys can really see the top through all the brush here, but I think I'm starting to descend down a little bit now. So how have you guys been doing this week? You started your vacations yet? Loading up the family and heading somewhere special? Maybe you're going to do a staycation. You're going to stay at home and maybe just hit up a few things around the area where you live. Sorry, got a mosquito on my leg. That was fun. The trail literally came down from there, went over there, came this way and that way instead of just coming down through here. We have gone through some major life changes, as some of you are aware if you've been following the channel for a while. We bought the camper. I bought a new truck, well, a new used truck, to help haul it because my little 6-cylinder Jeep was just not going to cut it. When we got our tax returns, we ended up using a bunch of money to get some new furniture that we desperately needed. Yeah, we put up with that furniture for about as long as we could, and we just finally decided we were going to take tax money and get new furniture, and that's what we did. I've been cruising pretty well. I'm starting to think that I reconnected to a trail. It seems like I'm going through an area that I've been through before, but for the life of me, I don't know which colored trail system it is. I'm thinking purple, but again, I'm not sure, because that grassy meadow down the hill beyond the trees here seems familiar. I don't remember going by another intersection, but I might have. And truth be told, I'm starting to wish I had my bug spray. I have been bit a few times, even though I just keep moving. And they keep buzzing my ears and everything. The other thing that I usually have problems with insects, the flies just love my hair for some reason. I don't know why, but man, usually I get a cluster of them just wanting to get into my hair. Yeah, see, now all this looks familiar. So I may have reconnected with a trail and didn't realize it. So anyway, I was talking to you guys about all the expenses that we've been doing and loans that we've been taking out to make purchases and stuff. And we got a notification from our home loan bank that they are going to start increasing our house payment by $100. And it is not because our interest rate went up. We actually have a locked rate, which I've been considering refinancing because I think current percentages are lower than we are paying. But it was because our taxes went up. Well, I mean, our house insurance went up too. But, oh, look here. Here's our orange. So now, see, yeah, okay. So there's our orange blaze there. And it looks like we are hooking up to purple, green, and blue. Okay. But, yeah, so our home insurance went up by like $40 or $50, which is pretty typical. It really is. I mean, that's for the year. But then our taxes went up by like $500. Now, actually, I think it's closer to $6. Now, the thing is, that might not sound like a lot to you guys, okay? But the area where I live is one of the lowest property tax areas in our state. We were only paying $1,500 for property tax. Again, does not sound like a lot, and it's not compared to some places. But to all of a sudden have it jack up $600, I mean, that's a 25% increase. We went from paying $1,500 to a little over $2,000 now in property tax every year. So because of that, combined with all of our new loan purchases and stuff like that that we did, and we did that because we thought we were still looking good, I have decided I need to concentrate more on getting a job, an actual job, a paying job. No more, I'm not going to say no more YouTube, but no more trying to get by off of my monthly YouTube ad revenue. I mean, if I wanted a little bit of money just to play with every month, I can probably do that through the YouTube ad revenue, but I think we're getting to the point now where I need to make it a good, decent, steady income to help sustain the family. Sorry guys, I don't know what's been going on, but my camera just shuts off every once in a while on its own. I don't know if it's overheating or what. Shouldn't be, but you never know. Anyway, I was telling you about how the finance situation has changed, and that we are going to be, or get up over this hill here, where relying just on Jen's income is making it a little tight. So I've decided, as Oh, howdy.
Thanks.
As of course, the man of the house, I have to ensure that our family is taken care of, so I have had to go out and apply for jobs. And I went to this one place, heard a few good things about it. They're looking for a warehouse worker. They do production supply and warehouse work. I guess it'd be materials management is what some people would probably call it. I just call it warehouse work. And I've already talked to the HR person, at least one of them, and it's only because my work experience in the last 8 years has not been much. I've been an at-home husband and dad for the last 4 years, just growing my YouTube channel. Of course, businesses will not really see a YouTube creator as being a real job. But then before that, I was doing Uber and Lyft for 4 years. And again, a lot of places will not consider Uber and Lyft to be a real job. Then before that, I worked in a bank for 7 years, and I worked for a couple other industrial places and warehouses where I've had forklift driving experience. So I went and I actually talked to an HR person and told them I have experience. So how do you want me to fill out the application? Because most businesses won't even look at your work history beyond like 5 to 7 years. And she's like, well, just put in your current stuff, but throw in a couple of the older ones as well, just to show that you have experience. I said, okay, I can do that. Went home, finished filling out the application and sent it in. Now I'm just hoping to get word sometime. I hope. All right, looks like we got another intersection here. We're going to go to our right again. That means we got to go up this steep little hill right here. So that has been the big change within our household, is that bills are getting a little tight. We're not sunk or anything. We don't need to file for bankruptcy or anything like that. But if we wanted to have a little play money or save up for that Route 66 trip, I'm going to have to get a job to do it. We won't be able to rely on just Jen's income. So that's fine. I can do that. All right, so I should have actually brought my insect repellent, because the stuff I use repels more than just mosquitoes. It also repels ticks. And I've already pulled 3 of them off of me. I'm sure it's just because I'm brushing up against the leaves and stuff along the trail. So they're attaching to my pants or my shirt or something. And I did a quick check of my body as I've been walking, and I haven't found any more. But I think once I get back to the parking lot up by the truck, I might just step into the bathroom real quick, sit on the toilet stool, and okay, let's see. Orange is going off to the left this time. And I'm just going to strip down, check myself over, make sure there's nothing hiding in my waistband or in the nether regions, in my hair or anything like that. I'll just give myself a good go over before I actually go home. I don't want something to start biting me and not being able to reach it or anything like that. Ooh, this is a big hill. Yeah, this is a rocky, steep hill. Cool. Imagine coming down this on a bike. Going over all these rocks and roots and stuff. Whew. Almost there. Whew. That was a nice hill to go up. Whew. So I am having to keep moving fairly quickly to keep the mosquitoes off of me. And with the terrain, the rocks, the roots, the hills. Oh, it looks like I'm merging here. What am I merging onto? White? Okay. Merging onto a white trail now. But yeah, with all the rocks and roots and hills that I've been going over as I've been either on the orange by itself or the blue and green sections that I've been attached to, I am getting very winded and tired. But because of all the mosquito activity, I really don't want to stop. It has been a nice hike, though. I've been seeing all these little purple flowers or something there. There's some dandelion down there on my right. But yeah, I've been seeing all these little purple flowers. I don't know if they're one of those invasive species or not, but they look nice. There's some Queen Anne's lace here, and I know that's an invasive species as well. But again, they look nice. Okay, that trail right over there to our left, that is not our trail. That is not a trail. You can see the do not enter signs there. So we do not go that way. We stay on the main trail here. I tell you guys, I don't know exactly what I've been catching, because every so often, sorry, I thought I felt a tick on my leg and I don't see anything. Every so often my camera will just shut off. And I don't know if it's saving that recording, and I don't know what's making it shut off. So I've been, yeah, I don't see anything there. So I've got no idea what I've actually recorded and what's going to end up being corrupted files, and I don't know what's shutting the camera down, if it's overheating or what. I just don't know. All right, guys, so if you look at the map here, we started here, came up, this is the orange route here, came down, got another little bit of orange here, and now I'm here at MR5. So I just got to do this little bit, cross from this green trail over to this green trail, and then head back to the parking lot. So I just came up a hill over here, and it was a pretty tight path, and a bicyclist came ripping down the hill. I barely heard him and had just enough time to literally jump up on the ledge of the path and grab a tree as he went roaring by. But as he went flying by, he kind of banged the bottom of my selfie stick here. I mean, probably no damage done to him or to the selfie stick, but yeah, you got to be mindful of bicyclists, because they will come flying. And really the only thing that I heard as he was coming down is he must have some sort of a bell on his bike, and it was kind of tinging as he was coming down the hill. That's the only thing I heard. All right, just back there, I reconnected with the green and blue trail. So yeah, we're not too far away. We will eventually catch up to the, what is it, the purple and brown trail, I think. And then all the trails will be merged together. And then it's just a quick, half mile, quarter mile or so to get to the parking lot. This is a nice area. Got a nice perfumey smell from all these little flowered bushes here. I have no idea what these bushes are called, but they smell nice. Quite a few of them around here too. Of course, because of these bushes, I am seeing some bumblebees, but not too many. And again, don't worry about bees, guys. Just keep your goal to yourself. Leave the bees alone. Don't go swatting at them for no reason. Even if one buzzes by you real quick, just don't freak out. Oh, here's a nice clearing so you can see the hills that we've been walking through. Nice. Little bench over here on our right that we can sit on if we needed to, but I'm not gonna. Of course, the bug activity out in the open area isn't as heavy as it is in the forested area. The wind dies down when you're in the cover of the trees and stuff, so it's easier for the insects to fly around. Yeah, look at that. Here's another view. So yeah, all those hills over there, we've been going up and down all those. Sweet. See, now my thinking is I know that used to be like a swampy area and the grass and stuff has been growing up. Sediment has been covering over the water. I'm just wondering how much water is actually out there. How close to being solid ground is it? I see marshy water right at the edge where the pussy willows are, but I just don't see them. They don't go that far, maybe about 20 feet, and that's about it. And then all of a sudden it's just more like grass. I don't know. I'm not going to go down there and wade through the water just to find out if it's solid on the other side. One more topic that I can cover in this video before I end this trail is that you may have noticed that my weekly no talking rides have not been showing up on Saturdays anymore. I've had a lot of people say they didn't like it. They were getting decent interaction, decent views, but a lot of my subscribers, people that actually subscribe to my channel and watch me on a regular basis, were telling me that they don't like it. They like my commentary. So I have stopped the weekly no talking rides. I have not decided if I want to replace it with a talking weekly ride. For me, the no talking ride was good because I didn't have to have a topic to talk about. I can just do a 10-minute video. It didn't need to be very long. Just go out and ride around for a little bit, turn the camera on when I got into a good area or something, and then just let it go. But as I said, a lot of my subscriber viewers just didn't want to see it. So they are done. But I do still have the monthly 750 Vulcan bike build. I put that up every month. It'll be the last Sunday of the month. So you guys keep watching those. I'm going to start doing a little bit of a closeout to the video here. I'm not sure exactly how far away I am, but I don't think it's too far. Anyway, what have I thought of the trail? It's been wonderful today. Been nice and warm. I built up a bit of a sweat, and that's why I have the synthetic shirt on, not a cotton shirt. The synthetic shirt will soak up the moisture and it releases it really easily. A cotton shirt absorbs it and just really holds on to that sweat. The portions of Orange Trail, like right now I'm not on orange, I'm on multicolors of trails here, so it's fairly easy. But the orange trails have been hilly. I'm not going to lie. I've been huffing and puffing. Of course, I've also been cruising at a good rate to keep the bugs off of me, keep the flies and mosquitoes and gnats. Try to keep them away from me. Speaking of which, I do wish I had my bug spray. So if you're going to come out here in the late spring, early summer, maybe even into early autumn, make sure you have bug spray on you. You will need it. Reapply it at a normal clip, every 30 minutes or so. Because if you're walking like I am, you're going to sweat it off and you'll need to reapply. Make sure you get something for ticks, because I have found 3 of them on me, and I will update the video now with a piece of text right next to me on whether or not I find any more. My conditions were dry today. We had rain a few nights ago, but it's dried off pretty good. I never came across a soggy wet spot or anything like that. No big puddles. So I'm happy there. I have come across 3 bikers. No, 4 bikers. Oh, I can see the large sheltered gazebo type thing up here with the benches. Yep, there's a bunch of picnic tables there. So yes, just on the other side of all this up here is the parking lot. Oh, sweet. So after I've changed the battery in the camera, I have not had any shutdown issues whatsoever. So I'm wondering if maybe that battery is becoming faulty. Maybe I should just replace it and get a new battery, or put that in a strictly backup last chance battery selection. Don't use it until I've used all the others. So this is Mark saying thank you so much for coming along on this walk with me, guys. Nice quick little day hike. Got a few miles in. Got the heart rate going. I'm feeling good. And now I'm feeling hungry. And I'm feeling thirsty. So I am going to jump in my truck. Thanks again for watching, guys. Always believe you can go out for your adventure. Always believe in yourself. Heart, soul, mind, and body. You can do it. Bye, guys.